My daughter's freaking eyelashes.
That's what I thought it was.
Gross. Welcome to Drunk Tech Support. I'm Jason.
I'm Rich.
Good thing it fell off. I almost did a Heil Hitler.
Yeah, that would have been bad. Let's not do that.
It's never okay.
It's episode 199, Jay.
I know.
Almost the big 200.
Wow. I
suggested a mountain, but Jay thinks it might be too windy.
windy. Can we get a tent and then from inside the tent we can broadcast?
Maybe. I have a tent. I have a few.
Stay tuned. We'll figure it out.
I'm an outdoorsy kind of guy.
As long as we get a signal wherever we are.
Oh yeah, we'll be good.
Okay.
Yeah. 5G.
5G, baby.
Mm-hmm.
I have no energy. I have
You have more notes than I expected, though. When I checked it yesterday, there was
I
literally nothing.
Remember doing that? I just threw a bunch of stuff and then I took a nap.
You also didn't sleep very good last night, so
no.
But I deleted 2 of your notes because they were already notes I had added.
Well, you put those Apple News links and there's no information in the link.
You click the link.
I'm not clicking on the link. That's for Apple people to click on. Maybe you could do what I do and make a text and then
I do.
Link text it.
I change them when I come and do the notes. I always change them over because I know you complain about them being Apple News links.
That's good. Wow.
Plus, it helps when I'm using our development team to write the summaries for our episodes. Hey,
Great.
They sound very professional.
They
I've only
sure
had to
do.
tweak a little bit, so.
Weren't we gonna we're gonna spit out the text from an episode and see what it comes up with.
Oh yeah.
To summarize. Now that we can do that transcribe
That's
thing.
right.
Yeah, Mr. iPhone, get on it.
I forgot.
Does Android even have a native podcast app?
I don't think they do anymore. They don't even have music anymore. They got rid of it, and they want you to use the YouTube music or your own app.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
It's crazy. So I guess Android is less and less of an ecosphere.
Oh, shut up.
Well, no, I was just giving you shit saying, they embed everything into the OS.
You're right.
But they don't do that with music anymore.
Yeah, but
Assel.
Apple also has Google Podcasts.
Oh.
So Apple is not natively installed. You have to download it.
Oh.
Right? Because the podcast app doesn't come on that.
That looks very similar to the Apple one up there on the top.
This one?
No. The other
that one?
The podcast player.
Castbox.fm. Well, it's an unregulated app store.
Right.
So it's full of ripoffs.
Yeah. Ripoffs and...
Dude, I have some...
Mom.
What?
What?
In here is some... That's the one thing about this. I've never had any apps I've paid for disappear on me, like with Apple.
Yeah, yeah. Plus you could download the APK if you wanted.
Yeah.
You used to be able to download the IPAs on the iPhone, but now they make it super hard.
So if I go to my my app library, I can see stuff I bought back in 2011 or whenever.
Oh yeah,
I got my first Android device. I have a podcast app that I paid for way back then because that's how long
Stitcher?
ago it was. No, we had Stitcher was there around that time, but this was because when I was poor, I didn't have an Android phone. I had to borrow one of those knockoff Android media players for $125 from Vermont Computing when I worked there, and so I didn't have Wi-Fi everywhere I went, so I would download my podcasts to take them wherever I went. So I had this podcast app, Beyond Pod is what it was called.
Oh, okay, I've heard of that.
And it still exists.
Yeah.
And I still have the key for unlocking it because there's a free version and then a paid.
Nice.
Which is pretty cool. I think the paid version just gives you the ability to schedule, just it'll automatically grab new episodes and stuff. But
yeah,
everything's streaming now.
Everything
streaming and subscriptions, Rich.
Oh my god.
That's all it is now.
I'm so sick of subscriptions.
Yeah, we talked about that last.
Yeah, I know.
Was that last episode?
It was our whole episode last episode.
I don't know. And you wanted to name it something weird that we barely talked about.
Yeah.
Resident Alien.
And then you made me change it.
Damn straight.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
I'm all caught up on Resident Alien now, and it's annoying.
The show or the fact that you're caught up?
The show. And, it's the fact that I'm caught up, but it's annoying.
No.
I don't like being caught up on shows because then you can't binge anymore.
Well, you remember when Netflix first came out? That was the model.
Right.
Just binge everything, but then they're like, we can get them with the subscription. They can't just watch the show they want to watch and then cancel their subscription. They have to stay. And it shows that don't do serialized television, which I think like Lost and like 24 started that.
Yeah.
Where like it just tells a big long story.
Right.
There's no like little individual episodes, which I hate.
Well, I mean,
I
a
love,
lot of shows did that. Like
long form storytelling.
Yeah, a lot of shows did that, but they would mix it up with short form stories in each episode too. Like Star Trek had a long story in the background, like references to other events, and
the only one that did that was Deep Space Nine, and then Enterprise tried to do that.
And the original Star Trek.
What's the over-encompassing?
They were on a 5-year mission.
That's just the plot of the show. That's not the overarching story narrative.
Whatever.
Like Deep Space Nine, you had the Dominion War.
Right, yeah,
that went seasons.
That was different,
but each episode you could still just pick out an individual episode. And
yeah, because they have like a short story
within that.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
I haven't watched Star Trek in forever.
Me either. I started watching Voyager like 2-3 months ago.
I've been watching like
and then I just
reviews of it. Like someone's like the top 10 best Voyager episodes, or that one dumb episode with Tuvix. How much did that suck? And like stuff like that.
I forgot about that one.
Tuvix.
So dumb.
That's like a verb now. You got Tuvixed.
Nah. I hope not.
No. Imagine if we got.
I think I would know.
Imagine if we got Tuvixed.
If I got Tuvixed, yeah.
That'd be a nightmare. So topics. We got topics.
We do have topics.
I apologize. I don't have any energy tonight, people.
My very first one is actually
mine.
a callback. It's one that you added as well, but I added it first.
Oh, okay.
So it's my topic.
Oh, because you got there first.
Right.
I see.
First.
Hey, Rich, remember that AI pin
God damn it.
we read about? I put this article in about it. Apparently, it's not doing too well.
Hey, thanks for stealing my thunder.
Yeah, you know.
So they did a teardown of it. That was why I posted it. I didn't care about the reviews. I just wanted to talk about how it had a Snapdragon chip and.
Oh, so we have two different topics.
Yeah,
mine's about how it sucks.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
How old Snapdragon?
It's been out for a while. It's a 720G Snapdragon. Anyways, they got photos of it. I can actually. Oh god damn it! I forgot one thing.
Well,
I was
one
doing
of these days
so
we'll have
good.
One of these days we'll have a perfect episode, Rich.
You think?
I was surprised you're ready to go live like the second I sat down.
Oh well, I have all the audio and everything ready to go. So yeah. So this is the pictures, and they did a teardown, and there's not much to it. It's pretty.
That's
simple.
what I'm getting from the reviews too.
Really.
It's missing like basic features like a phone would have, like a calendar or like messaging. I
love how they say there are certainly questions as to why the humane AI pin exists.
Yeah.
See, and that's where wasn't Google trying to like get people to provide like real world things that we could use AI for?
Yeah.
Like there is no use case for
and nobody wants to talk to it, and
no,
like you have to talk to it to use it.
That's really annoying.
And people stare at you when you're in public.
Is the rabbit that way too?
The rabbit?
Yeah.
What's the rabbit?
We talked about that on a show. It's a rabbit AI. It's like a handheld. This thing.
Oh right.
Yeah.
I thought that was a game system.
No, it's a AI device. So it's just like you talk to it. I'm pretty sure there's no keyboard or anything. So
yeah. Nobody wants to talk to their
because then there's no privacy.
If people wanted to talk to I could have been using Cortana all this time.
Maybe this is all a ruse to get us to say more stuff that Alexa can then pick up and send back to
the headquarters,
Amazon
or China.
I think we're onto something here, Jay.
China.
Yeah. So the AI device, it always It feels like it's like some crappy Kickstarter thing that somebody's trying to do and make a thing. But it's
sometimes the first generation of something sucks, and then they come out with a better version once they get the.
Well, it's also it's like humongous too, and you got to wear it on your shirt. It's like clunky.
It's no worse than a name tag if you work at like.
It's not flat like a name
Starbucks
tag. It's like
something.
this. It's like a mouse. It's like this giant device.
It looks more like an Apple Watch to me than a mouse, but it's a big Apple Watch.
Larger than that, Rich. It's about the size of that AI device you just showed.
The Rabbit? That's a handheld device.
Yeah, this stupid AI pin.
No.
It's look at it. Somebody wearing it. It's big. It's huge.
What's it called? The Humane AI device?
I have no idea.
Humane AI pin. Let's see how big it is. Oh, things are looking up.
Look at that. And you gotta tap it like you're in Star Trek or some shit. Okay, it's not as big as the mouse.
No, but it is pretty fucking big compared to an Apple Watch. It's like
and it jiggles around. So let's say I'm walking and I'm trying to do it. It's gonna be jiggling.
I think that's her breasts.
Well, I got breasts.
You don't have
My
breasts
breasts
like her.
are gonna jiggle.
I have breasts like her.
All right, so your breasts are gonna jiggle, and it's gonna like, unless it's got motion tracking or something, it's gonna I don't know. I always just look for the negatives and stuff.
You do, but we need people like that.
Someone needs to ask why. Why do we need this?
It kind of looks dumb. I don't know.
Like,
I feel if you're gonna wear something, it should at least look cool, right? Like,
well, or be non-existent. You can't see it.
that too. Yeah.
And it only comes in 2 colors. So good luck coordinating that with your outfits.
Well, it doesn't matter because you know, like Apple, they get you hooked on a color and then they discontinue.
Oh
it.
my God, Rich still butthurt about that.
I want my blue iPhone. God damn it.
Wait, you did the full screen ad one too?
Yeah.
Mine wasn't about full screen ads.
What was it about?
It was about integrating ads into the start menu.
Oh. Well,
like Windows 10 was doing, where you'd like fresh install a 10. It's got like fucking Candy Crush and crap.
Right.
And that's what Windows wants to do now, is give like app suggestions from the start.
Here it is. Okay.
Yeah.
Windows starts testing ads in the start menu.
Well, your thing's even more scary. Full screen ads.
Yeah, so Windows 10
in the recommended section where you can't turn it off, you can't edit it.
This is just supposed to be stuff that you've used recently. Why the fuck are we putting ads
now
there?
it's gonna recommend apps that you don't use. Why?
Whoa, Apple has a sci-fi series called Dark Matter?
What is it? Dark Matter?
Yeah. I'm gonna have to watch that. It's an alternate reality series. You know how much I like those.
Never heard of it. You should watch.
I'll watch it.
You should watch 3 Body Problem.
I'm going to. You're the second person that said I should watch it. So
it was so good. I went back and listened to the audiobook.
Really?
Because I wanted more of that universe.
Yeah,
it was interesting.
I think that's what like when I really get into something, you want to explore the universe and you want to like. Maybe it's like. Living vicariously through the characters or just wanting to watch them live their lives like a voyeur, like
a weirdo.
Well, not in a creepy way, but like we're all voyeurs. We like to watch reality TV and shit. Well, we don't, but people do. Humans
I
do.
just see it as wanting to get more details because the show's based on the book, so the book's gonna be more fleshed out.
True.
Than what they can show you in 8 episodes. It's only 8 episodes for the first season. Yeah, usually it's 10.
Wow.
So I don't know if that was a budget thing or something, but
it's probably already canceled.
Probably.
That's how things go.
Like The Expanse. I'm so mad about that. Stuff that is good like doesn't do well and gets canceled.
It's much bullshit.
The Expanse has moved networks like 3 times. It's
really?
been canceled twice.
Wow.
And get brought back by like the fans. Like it's crazy. And then like crap like Discovery gets to go on for 5 fucking seasons.
Yeah. I haven't decided if I'm going to watch the last season.
Everyone's saying it's so much better. They finally figured
it out. They finally figured it out just in time to cancel it.
It's still another like universe ending,
of course,
mystery that they're chasing around for the whole thing, and Burnham probably like saves the day and cries a little bit. Ugh.
It is their MO.
Yeah. So maybe they'll they're losing the rights though. So
Are they?
I think didn't we talk about that? Like that's canceled. Prodigy's canceled. The only thing on right now is Strange New Worlds.
Really?
Picard's done and over with. There's no. That's the only Star Trek right now is Strange New Worlds.
I didn't realize it was a rights thing though.
Well, yeah. I thought that like.
Well, before we move on to
like
Star Trek, you can start researching, and I just want to bitch about the Windows 10 ads.
Yeah, what's up with that?
So they are now doing a prompt ad. Call it what you want. It's a fucking ad to
what did they call
get
it?
people to buy. It's a prompt. They call it a prompt to get you to buy Windows 11 because they want everybody to switch to Windows 11.
Oh yeah.
So
They'll
now
try to trick
you get
into
this that takes over your entire screen.
Oh yeah, Windows.
A new
10
journey with Windows.
Yeah, Windows 10 did that.
That's
for
what
7.
That's what I'm talking about.
That's just what Microsoft
Windows
does.
7 did that?
Yeah.
A full screen
For
take over your
Windows
desktop
10?
ad?
Maybe not full screen.
I remember a little window, but not a full screen take over everything ad.
Maybe you clicked on it. But yeah, I've seen this. Like, and you can't just disable it.
No.
It's just gonna bug you.
It's a bunch of bullshit. So
I'm sorry, if you're doing the extended updates thing through Microsoft where you're paying like double price every
you're
year,
probably still going to get that.
oh my god,
Because, that's Microsoft for you.
and that'll like try to trick you. And remember, I got tricked into installing it
Yeah.
because it's like Windows installing. Do you want to install right now or later?
Yeah, because it just downloads it like a regular Windows update.
Yeah,
Yeah.
bullshit.
I agree.
I've caved in. I've got 11.
I like
But-
11. I haven't noticed no differences.
I use the start menu replacement, so I get my Windows 10 start menu back.
Nice. I don't ever use the start menu in Windows 10, so...
I know, you just search for stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I like visual search. I'm a very visual person.
I gave up on visual stuff with Windows 8 when they bastardized that fucking start menu.
You didn't like the start menu?
No, like they half-assed it. They had this perfect idea with live tiles and full screen.
Yeah.
And then they bastardized it and they ruined it.
By what, getting rid of the desktop?
Like, I should be able to keep my start menu on a screen all by itself with all my live tiles updating live, thus the name Live Tiles.
Yes.
And then I should be able to continue working on a regular desktop if I want to.
Well, they fixed that in 8.1.
Yeah,
You can switch back to the desktop.
in 8.1. But you could switch back. You couldn't leave it up. It defeats the purpose of the live tiles. I want to be able to have them up on a screen.
Well, you can't have both. You can't have a desktop with live tiles.
Why?
Well, that's just widgets.
Okay. Call it what you
They
want.
got rid of widgets.
But call it what you want. That was the beauty of a live tile.
Yeah, dude.
And they bastardized it. They made a fool of themselves.
You fools. We all know Microsoft sucks at like implementing new stuff.
Yeah.
I really liked Windows 8.1.
I did too.
And when Windows 10 came up, they kept the live tiles, but added live.
Well, they kept
tablet
the
mode.
shitty half-assed live tiles.
Oh,
they
yeah,
never
yeah.
they never
The colors. They got rid of like they even through updates fixed it so all the colors disappeared. Like
Yeah.
you see how mine are all like different colors.
Yeah.
They made it so that they all look like that,
Yeah.
like at the bottom, and
So they're see-through.
they mimic the system color.
Yeah.
You can't add a specific color. I can like right click on any of these and change the color of the tile.
Nice. That's kind of cool.
Yeah, which is because I'm a visual person. I like being all the color code.
I don't
stuff.
know. I feel like maybe I was the minority, but and I'm sure I was because how many people want to keep live tiles up? I mean, I don't know.
I do, dude. I had the Windows Phone thing.
Yeah.
I still stick to the Windows 10 looking interface on, and they're just like, no, it's gone. It's minimalist now. Now we just have our start menu is just a folder with your apps in it, and that's it. Why am I talking like Mark Zuckerberg? Hello, everybody.
I am a human.
Yeah, I hate. Yeah, Windows 11 runs fine, but I hate the aesthetic.
Yeah.
I hate this
I just
simplified, idiot-proof, minimalist crap that they do. No,
Yeah.
it's boring, and I don't see people complaining about it. Everyone's just complaining about the functionality and stuff.
I don't even see people complaining about that. People don't complain about anything anymore. The new OS comes out every fucking year, it seems.
They're like,
And nobody cares. They're just like, oh, well, they're doing whatever I need them to do.
I guess.
What happened to the consumer dictates the OS and how it runs?
No. Remember we brought up that like maybe all the power users have disabled the statistics, back to Microsoft, so they're just getting statistics from end users.
So we're screwing ourselves.
We are. That's what we said.
Oh, man.
It's all our fault. We got to turn on the diagnostics and
I'm not going to do it.
Oh, well, then we're screwed because they're not listening.
Well, you know what is gaining market share? Linux. Imagine that.
Oh my God! Did I show you Ubuntu?
Oh yes, you did.
Ubuntu. It's awesome. I'm gonna install that.
I actually read the about us on that page that you sent it, and it's just some high school kid that was like,
"It's just a pink version of Ubuntu."
I thought we'd make a cute thing that
a kawaii version of Linux.
Yeah. So,
yeah, and I can't even like customize. I'm rebuilding the Fbox right now, and I'm finding that I can't even like do the shit I used to be able to do.
Oh yeah,
like change the splash screen or change the color scheme. Like you can change the color scheme on Windows, and it doesn't do anything. Like it'll change like the outline of the tiles, maybe. Like and that's
why don't you just get a whole new shell? Shell
like
replacement?
A Stardock.
No, just like get rid of Explorer entirely.
Oh yeah, that's my plan is to kill Explorer and have some sort of new interface. But it's annoying that like I was trying to like figure out how to like replace the Windows logo at startup with my own custom logo.
Which you did.
I did in the end, but
it looks really good.
It's not permanent. It goes away if you do a restart of Windows, it doesn't pick up the logo from the BIOS. It just goes back to showing the Windows logo. So it only shows my logo from a hard power.
Then you're not booting UEFI then.
I am. I checked in the system settings.
I don't think you are.
Not in legacy mode. It says
check your drive. Make sure it's GPT formatted. Make sure you've got true UEFI boot. I guarantee you don't.
Well,
because that's the only way Windows will show the Windows logo is if UEFI is not working right.
Well, it shows it from a cold boot, so I don't know what the issue is. And Microsoft changes stuff too. They're notorious for that.
Well, I use Windows every day.
Oh yeah, I don't. So can you teach me what I'm doing wrong? I'm an Apple guy.
I could show you.
Okay.
But not right now.
That's fine. But
so what does F stand for?
Fuck.
Does it?
It's the fuck box.
Is that what it is?
What do you think the F stood for?
I know what it stood for. I'm not saying it on here.
Oh. Wait, is that what it stood for?
Yeah.
No.
I'm pretty sure. Anyways.
I think you're making up lore in your head, Rich. I don't think that's true. I mean, I did use that word freely back then, but
you did.
I don't think that's what I would have called it.
So did you see Amazon? So we talked about Amazon last week.
Yes.
And how they were killing their stupid don't have to check out model because it was really just
grab and go
people in India that were taking the pictures and looking at them. They're also killing off Alexa skills.
What is Alexa?
So
skills?
Developers could use it was basically like an API that they could use to teach Alexa
add-ons
to do things for their app. They're killing it. Apparently, there was like 4 people in the world using it. Like
well,
it was like low.
And that's the thing.
Usage.
Nobody wants to like interact with these AI things. Like you just want to do like the default stuff that it does. You're just like, what time is it? Play the song.
I feel like this is
you don't want to have a conversation.
I feel like this is a bigger issue than just the AI issue. Yeah, you're right.
Mm-hmm.
I think nobody wants to talk to an AI assistant. It's not natural. It's weird. Maybe in 10 years when AI is much better.
Get that fucking Beetle guy on it that made that AI girlfriend
chatbot
thing. Like that thing is like natural as hell to talk to. It shuts up when you start talking. Like, you can interrupt it.
But this feels like a bigger trend for the Amazon ecosphere. Like it's like Prime used to be well worth the money. It used to be amazing, and I felt okay paying for it.
Yeah.
Over the last 4 years,
I need to make sure they're not trying to charge me for it.
I have like completely lost interest, and when I talk to them and I called their support people, and I was like, "What am I paying for?" They just try to ram this stupid shit no one uses down your throat. Like, oh, well, you have
Music,
2 terabytes of storage,
video storage,
music?
Amazon Photos,
and I don't use any of that shit. Like nobody does.
No,
we have Android phones with Google Photos, or we have iPhones with iCloud Photos.
At minimum, when I had Prime, all I wanted was the free shipping, and occasionally a show would be on Amazon Video that I would watch.
And see, I don't even watch Amazon shows because every time I'm like, ooh, that looks good, it's a cost.
Oh,
it's not included.
Yeah. Like, oh, that's on Amazon? Cool. Then it's like, no, you got to pay for this, idiot.
So
how do I see if
I feel like they've just kind of given up on Prime, and then I canceled Prime. I know we talked about it on the show.
So, okay, here's my predicament. I didn't cancel Prime. I just, my card got declined because my card got stolen.
Right.
And I just had to add my card in the other day because I ordered new joysticks.
And now they're like, Bill!
Well, that's why I'm like, where do I go to make sure they're not charging me?
Under your account, there should be a subscription thing.
Your Subscribe and Save?
No,
Rental,
Subscribe and Save is something
service
different.
Request, trading account, contact us.
I remember.
Prime.
Oh, there it is. I remember it being separate, but that's all I remember.
Your Prime benefits are on hold due to a payment.
Oh, so they're not going to do it.
Can I just say end? Okay, end membership. Goodbye.
So I canceled it. And then I've learned that I could still pretty much always get free shipping.
Please confirm your Prime member. I'm making sure they're not doing something tricky.
Oh.
Because I have to now cancel today. End membership now. Okay.
No.
I was just checking where they don't do that reverse opt.
Yeah.
Where you're actually opting in. Are you sure? You're sure you don't want to not cancel? Or?
Not cancel? Yeah, the...
Canceled.
So, I do still buy stuff on Amazon.
Me too.
And when I do Subscribe and Save, I don't get charged for shipping. And when I order from vendors that offer free shipping, I don't get charged for shipping.
What's Subscribe and Save?
Where you set up like groceries to be like my laundry detergent comes from them automatically. Like I don't have to think about it. It just comes every so often.
Rich, I thought we were anti-subscription here.
We are.
But you're using Subscribe and Save.
Yeah, because I'm saving money. Like a shit ton.
Okay.
Like so much so that when I tried to move stuff over to Walmart, some stuff didn't make sense because it was like $5-10 more.
Oh my god.
So I'm still saving money and I'm not paying shipping and I don't pay for Prime. So what is the benefit of Prime? There is none.
There's none.
Unless you want the terabytes of storage and the photos.
Not even the 2-day shipping. I could just pay for shipping.
Well,
if
we
I want
don't
it
get 2-day shipping because they can't get it
we
onto
don't-
our island.
We don't get
time.
that to begin with.
Yeah.
If you really want the
And they
fastest
used to
shipping,
credit
you just
you.
pay a little bit more.
If you got something
Do you
after
think
the
we
second day,
Do you think we order often enough that $120? Because I'm thinking of all the times
if you don't look at the vendor and make sure you're buying from somebody that offers free shipping, it's $6.99 for every item you buy.
Yeah.
So yes, after a dozen or so, you're gonna be paying for the membership every year.
I guess.
But everything I buy, I just make sure it's free shipping, and then I don't care.
Yeah. And I'm not ordering on Amazon like I used to.
Yeah.
Back when I had Amazon Prime, I was ordering. It was COVID. I was just ordering everything on Amazon every day.
I have had Amazon Prime since 2014, and I have never felt like it wasn't a good value until 3 or 4 years ago. Mm-hmm. And then I had my conversation with them. They tried to sell me with all the bullshit that they give you that nobody actually uses. And then I said, well, this is stupid. And then I dealt with it for the next 2 years. And then finally this year I canceled it. But I mean, it's like $140 a year.
For what?
For what? Exactly. So
for shipping that doesn't come next day.
But that's just Prime. Now we've got this grab and go bullshit that they weren't able to do. We've got AWS is making all kinds of changes, and what was and then the one we were just talking about, the fucking skills being turned off.
Yeah.
And skills, I don't understand why a company wouldn't want an API for another company to integrate.
Are they like going close
natively.
source, or like they're just like?
The way I read the article, it just wasn't getting the use they had hoped. And you can still do it. It's still there. Let me go back and make sure I say this properly. They're not killing it. They're just charging for it now, where it has always been free.
So that falls in line. That falls in line with all the crap they're doing. Like they're the Prime. They're now cutting back what's considered Prime, and they're now showing ads and videos when you're paying for fucking Prime. Like they're just trying to nickel and dime everyone because constant growth, Rich. Line goes up. Stocks.
I'm
shareholders.
just gonna say this. I don't know, but we have seen consistently in these big tech companies when the genius that starts it goes away, the company slips.
Yeah.
And some slip more than others, but we saw it happen with Apple, we saw it happen with Microsoft, and now we're seeing it happen with Amazon. Because Bezos is no longer in the day-to-day, and shit's going to hell. So...
he's off being a supervillain somewhere.
I mean, I don't know. I don't care. I don't really have a dog in this fight because I don't use any of their products anyways, but it's just frustrating to see because they're not thinking about customers, they're thinking about bottom line.
Yeah, and that also comes from exponential growth mentality.
I know.
You can't have exponential growth. Like,
that's the American way, Jay.
Yeah, everything just gets bigger.
Are you anti-American?
Bigger and bigger and bigger until it implodes.
Are you a commie?
Yes. No, I'm what am I? I want a monopoly, Rich.
Oh. You want monopoly, so you're like hardcore capitalist.
Yes! One company.
America's too socialist.
America. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know if this has something to do with the inflation and all that crap, and they're like, it's just costing too much now.
Andy said, anti-American, what the fuck?
Welcome to the chat.
Welcome to the show. Jay was just talking about how he wants one company to control everything for us.
I was talking about how these companies cannot have infinite exponential growth. They're going to eventually implode or screw over the end users like we're talking about.
Right. Which is what we were talking about ultimately, Andy. If you missed that part, we're talking about the downfall of Amazon since Bezos left and how Prime sucks and is not worth the money and how Skills is being discontinued or charged for now.
Charged for.
And the grab and go thing we talked about
I said,
week.
how long is it going to be before like Gmail starts charging us and stuff? All these companies that were based off infinite data.
I mean,
like
Google used to be free for all education entities. Now that's
and small businesses,
like thousands of dollars now. Like,
I don't even think they're free for small business anymore. They have that small business.
Nothing is free with Google anymore.
That's just what happens, dude. These companies, they hook you.
I know.
And then
they are charging for. You want to talk about charging for Gmail? They basically are. They stopped saying you have unlimited free storage.
Now I'm managing my Google storage.
Yeah.
That's true. That's literally what they did.
Mm-hmm. And I used to actually pay for email.
My email is literally 200 gigabytes. That's it, because that's all I pay for.
Mm-hmm.
And that was full before you grabbed all of our videos. So we're paying for Gmail. So I stand corrected.
Yeah, it's crazy. It is a joke, Andy. You're right. It's...
Oh, yeah, secure Chrome.
Google is no longer the company they were. Like, they were a tech visionary back in the 90s and early 2000s. Like, they were... Like, I waited with bated breath for my invite for Gmail.
Me too.
Like, I could not believe when I finally got one. I was so happy.
I was like, finally, email we don't have to worry about.
Yeah. Storage.
Yeah.
And now you're paying for storage.
Yep. So what's next?
And
YouTube's next.
Yeah. Well,
I guarantee.
Well, YouTube is already charging for no ads.
Yeah.
How long until you have ads?
Charging to still see ads because they're not.
Oh, because they're doing ad reads. You're right.
Yeah.
You're right. Yeah.
Next thing they're going to be charging the people for their own storage to post videos on there.
So in other news, torrenting is at a new 30-year high.
Is it?
I don't know. I'm just being funny, but it probably is.
I'm definitely on board.
It's crazy.
Yeah, think about the exponential growth of the amount of videos people are uploading.
Well, to be fair, yeah.
How long is that going to last?
Yeah, it can't last forever. It's impossible. But
unless they start like.
We do know torrenting has increased. We know that. We've talked about that on the show multiple times. We also are seeing all of these companies start making money grabs for subscriptions. It's only so long before people are going to be like, I don't need any of this shit. Like,
yeah, but for everyone that's like, I don't need this shit, there's a bunch of idiots that are like, I need this.
I guess. I don't know. And you actually had it on the notes here, too. They're killing the Google One VPN.
Yeah.
It's headed to the Google graveyard, as they say.
That graveyard's getting kind of full.
Yeah. And Google One is like their all-encompassing service.
I didn't even know this existed.
Oh, yeah.
$1.99?
Yeah. But
they do still have other VPN services, I guess.
yeah, they do. But
Pixel.
I mean, let's face it. If the VPN is being sold by an American company, I don't want it. So
because they're gonna give
have
away your
to-
data.
yeah, they'll have to give away data if they get a
How do you outline? I can't figure it out.
outline
Strikeout.
with command. Oh wait, I don't know how it is on a PC. I
What-
do Command Shift X. Maybe it's Control Shift X.
I just undid.
Control Shift X. Try that.
Nope.
Nope.
Can you
No.
just cross out the 3-body problem line, please?
Why, you're not going to talk about it?
I already did.
Oh, I thought you want to give a review. Like,
No, I
talk
want
about
you to
it.
watch it.
Oh. Okay, I'll watch it. I'm actually
I
almost...
just put it on there because I wasn't sure if I talked about it in the previous episode.
You did, and I have been wanting to... Whoa! YouTube Premium went up $6 a month?
YouTube Red?
Do you have, like, a family plan there, Andy? Because that's crazy. Although, Apple One went up, too, like 2 months ago.
Family, $22.99
That's crazy.
a month for a family plan. I'm paying $14 a month from what, $9 that I was initially paying. If it goes up again, I'm not paying for it.
No,
Like,
it's ridiculous.
so
Especially since you
where
still
are your
get ads.
developers at on our YouTube ad-free streaming?
Oh, they haven't even started on that. They're still working on TikTok too.
I thought we spat something out in the last episode, and you're like, I just gotta sit down and figure it out.
I was just giving you a bullshit story.
Oh, okay.
I'm acting like a normal project manager. I'm just making something up on the fly.
Is that in production yet, Rich?
No.
Motherfucker.
Oh, he has just regular ass YouTube Premium, and he went up $6 a month. That's crazy. That is absolutely.
Yeah,
asinine.
14.
I don't know.
Oh, it was. Wasn't it like $7.99 to begin with?
I don't know.
It was something that was like reasonable. I
It
like,
was
okay,
reasonable.
$7.99.
I even admitted
Now
it
you're
was
charging
reasonable.
me double, and I still have to see ads.
Yeah.
Like it's pointless.
Mm-hmm.
Rich needs to get off his ass and get that thing I found out the last episode working.
Right.
If we can download YouTube videos and it doesn't download the ads, we should be able to flip that into some sort of streaming
Should be able to.
plug-in. And then we'll charge everyone a subscription.
No, we won't.
Why?
It's free to the people.
We'll charge them like $1.99.
But anyways, we're seeing this subscription saturation. We're seeing big tech companies just trashing shit because it's not being used. Like, and then things like Linux are increasing market share.
and they're
Torrenting is through the roof.
They're trashing stuff that doesn't have any offline version of it, where
Right.
we could download it.
Yeah.
Like once it's gone, it's
It's
just gone.
Yeah. Which is why I never bought into the cloud to begin with, because I don't trust these companies to be here in 10 years or 20 years.
Right.
I mean, we've been burned many times since the internet came to,
I don't think there's gonna be a turning point. I think this is just the new norm. Like,
Well,
like Best
I
Buy
guess I'm gonna
Best
be a
Buy's getting rid of
curmudgeon.
DVDs and crap. Like games don't barely come on discs anymore. Even if they do come on a disc, do you still have like a 60 gigabyte patch? to
I will
download?
stand by this right now. This is a mountain I will die on. I refuse to buy a game system unless I can get discs for it.
Okay.
I will not buy
This
the
will
next
probably be your
system.
last game system, Rich.
Probably. Yeah. Because we know Microsoft's pushing that console as future.
Yeah,
So,
they've already sold the digital only Xbox.
yeah, I know. And I don't have it, obviously. I have the big one. Finally paid off, by the way.
Really?
Yep.
Am I paid off? I gotta be close. I ordered right after you.
Yeah,
You
I
the
paid
one
it
that
off
told me
last
about
month. It was like 2 or 3 months out, and I was just like, fuck it, I'll pay it. Just be done with it. So, but anyways, Yeah, I will not buy one if they go all digital. I refuse. I mean, it doesn't make sense because
$69 left.
we are
Nice.
literally
What
just hoping and praying that the internet is here in 10 years.
Yeah.
Like
They say like I have a $2,500 credit available to spend. There's no way to use this to buy anything.
right, no.
Like,
It's
that's dumb.
just useless.
So is that going to affect my credit that it's not at like...
That you're not using it. Yeah, probably.
I'm not that word with them. Because my other one's still open and that's all paid off.
Yeah. That one for your Microsoft phone?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. My Duo. Duo 2.
Duo 2.
I kind of missed that phone.
Yeah.
Ugh.
I don't know. I'm frustrated with technology.
Yeah. We're not going to go backwards. Like, we're not going to go back to physical stuff.
Are you sure?
I don't know.
I think
Internet's getting faster, like, to the point where that was like a workaround. You had to buy a disc because it was too much to download it.
yeah.
You can download it. Now you can get something downloaded in like a couple hours. I'm thinking like a 200 gigabyte game or something. Like, will download pretty damn fast.
Yeah.
There's more people that will just put up with it than won't, and that's why they're not gonna.
Putting up with it is one thing. Being able to afford it is another.
I guess,
mean,
yeah, if it becomes
we have an entire
unaffordable.
generation that can't afford housing, and we're expecting people to buy subscriptions to Netflix and Prime and fucking Hulu and Joe Blow's streaming service and like.
Do you subscribe to Joe Blow's streaming service, dude? He's got the best shows.
I don't know. There
It's
is
depressing.
there is a point where people will no longer be able to afford it because there's too many.
Well, okay, so what happened with cable? Streaming got invented.
Yeah.
Because cable is getting like $300.
But what is there beyond this? I mean,
Neuralink.
fuck that.
They just download the shows to your brain.
I will cancel my internet before I get a Neuralink.
I want one so bad.
I want one if I get like become a quadriplegic or something.
Huh?
If I become a quadriplegic or something, I would get one.
No, I need it now. So I can just sit there. I can sit at work like this. Drooling. But all my work's getting done.
Right.
That's awesome. I can take a nap.
Yeah.
What happens if you fall asleep with your Neuralink on? Is it gonna like your mouse gonna go like crazy all over the screen or something?
It'd be funny if you could like project your dreams.
Yeah.
So like your boss comes up and there's like a werewolf eating a chocolate cake or something.
Oh my god. Is that what you dream about?
I don't know. I was
Oh
just
my god.
making shit up.
Um.
Andy says he would also like to subscribe to Joe Blow's streaming service.
Yeah, dude. I'd say check out joeblows.com, but don't do that.
He also said, put a Neuralink in me today. I'm ready, Daddy Elon. Do it.
I'm with you. I might wait till a few thousand people have gotten it done though, without.
But
dying.
we still don't know if this guy really has one.
We've
or if
not
it's,
seen the
yeah,
guy. There's no like pre-op like pictures of him like getting wheeled into the hospital. There's no like.
I want to see an
pictures of his
X-ray
thing.
of his skull.
Yes.
Like,
I
I want
take
proof.
I want to take the X-ray myself because I don't trust anything that.
Right,
is
that
put
too.
out.
Yeah.
It's all could all be bullshit.
What are these tech companies doing? Maybe that's why I'm so into this new home automation stuff because it's
'Cause you
all
own
open
it.
source software. There's no big tech companies that are like dominating that yet.
No,
You know.
it's the same
mean-
reason I buy like old vintage stuff.
Well, me too.
That I
I
like,
mean,
like
that's why
the
we
Palm
have all...
Pilots. The Palm Pilot. That's like one of my sticking points is physical AA batteries. Things
Yeah.
that ran off batteries.
Yeah.
Like I got that Palm Pilot that runs off 2 AA's. There's no embedded battery that I have to dismantle it to replace.
You
like
know these new solid state batteries are coming soon, and it's supposed to like change everything for battery technology.
they've been saying that forever though.
I know, but supposedly it's like actually coming. Like cars are going to start transitioning. Like, should be interesting. It's safer. It won't blow up on us.
I guess. I don't know. Didn't something that stores energy doesn't it like explode naturally?
No. There's a problem with the
I've
lithium
heard
batteries.
There's so
lithium when it's exposed to oxygen.
it's very volatile.
Yeah.
There's I've seen so many like debunked, like, they're coming out with a battery that's using, like, diamond honeycomb meshes. They're coming out with a battery that's
there's lots of different-
sodium-ion batteries.
Yeah, there's lots of different people working on different battery
But
technologies. But
I've yet to see any proof of concept.
well, Toyota's supposedly bringing out a vehicle that doesn't use lithium-ion batteries, so we'll see.
There are non-lithium batteries that exist. You can buy them at the dollar store.
Yeah,
They're carbon rod, whatever.
Well, there's all kinds of different batteries. There's the zinc air. There's alkalines. There's nickel cadmiums.
We need to go back
hydrides.
to nickel cadmium.
Yeah, you think?
Yep. So
you can see
with
that
Cybertruck-
voltage. You see that voltage just go down
and get a memory effect. You can't charge to 100% after you've used it for like a year.
Cybertruck with the nickel cadmium. $20,000.
It weighs 8 million tons. The entire thing's just a battery with a steering wheel.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Speaking of cars,
Yeah.
I want to hear this story you got on here.
Oh, speaking of subscriptions, Rich, this should be like subscription dystopia part 2. This episode.
It really should be.
Like, please change it. I know you like to name the episodes, but you got to make sense.
I even found an alliteration for you this time.
I see that. I like that. Save it for next time.
Okay, so
a 2-year-old was in the backseat of a Volkswagen. Somebody stole the car with the kid in the back. I don't know how you're going to steal a car and not check the back.
yeah, isn't that like stealing cars 101?
Yes.
Check
Make
for
sure there's no
children.
kids in the back. And if there are, call CPS because you shouldn't leave 2-year-olds in the backseat of a car.
Yeah, that too. Yeah,
with the door
How
unlocked.
does this even happen?
I don't know. I didn't read that far. He was giving back to the 2-year-old from the car. What does that say? Shepard was going back to get her 2-year-old from the car seat when 2 carjackers.
Oh, so she took her 7-year-old and her dogs into the house and left the 2-year-old, and then she was coming back to get her.
Oh,
So
they
it was
attacked her.
Yeah, it was like
and ran her over. Wow. Are Volkswagens
entire left side of the body. Oof.
are Volkswagens that in demand? Is like the Kia boys? Is there like the Volkswagen boys out there?
I haven't heard of anything like that.
Volkswagen boys. Da.
Duh.
Oh wait, no, that's Russian. Yeah. So these stupid things have their OnStar or whatever's built in, for tracking, and they called I think it's actually a Volkswagen service, and they said we need to track this car. My kid, they're like desperate. The kid's in the car. I need to track the car. We need to find out where it is, and they basically said no. You didn't renew your Volkswagen subscription.
The response was there is nothing they can do, and this is their policy. Wow.
Jesus Christ, dude.
Holy shit. Yeah, they should lose that lawsuit. That's unbelievable.
They filed a lawsuit.
Life safety should always come first.
Yeah.
Always.
I don't... unless you get some, Dude, I can't even think of an excuse.
You
got some
doctor.
new person in the office, and they're just going by the book.
You go to the doctor, and they're
I'm not trained for this situation. We can't do it. Sorry.
But if you go to the doctor, they're like, everything here is confidential, unless you're going to hurt yourself or someone else.
Yeah.
There's an unless in every situation.
Right.
Even the most private situations in your life have an unless.
The unless clause. Unless
your subscription to your fucking vehicle should definitely have an unless your kid is kidnapped.
We're not trying to get a free subscription here. We're not trying to trick you. We're trying to find my goddamn kid. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Dude, we live in a dystopia, man.
This is really is subscription dystopia. I'm gonna change the episode right now.
This subscription dystopia part 2. Yeah, and it's just gonna get worse, man.
Don't tell me that.
Okay. Dude, we need to move to a compound off the grid. You feel me?
I feel you. I do.
Is there a way to get internet without internet?
Yeah.
All the bad
we
stuff
can build our own network.
All right, cool. What's that called? A local area network? What is that again? I haven't used one of those in ages.
I was actually looking into those radios that we saw. That
the texting.
Yeah, and there's one the one I was looking at the other day. You 3D print the casing, and then you buy the radio online, and then it links via Bluetooth to your cell phone, and you could just text on your cell phone.
Oh, okay.
To the other person, and it uses the radio to communicate.
That how it works?
And you can have as many radios as you want with this. No, well, not the one that we were looking at, but this one in particular. And it has a screen so you can read it, the messages on the device without having to take out your phone or anything.
So what if you don't have a phone? Can you still...
Yeah, you can still do it, but there's no keyboard, so you're like...
You gotta hook it up to something?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was like built in. It was
Some of them are. There's all different options here.
Yeah.
I'm looking at the different solutions, trying to figure out what's going to work best.
I think that would be the ultimate solution, moving back to like a rural...
Final solution?
That's why I want to move back to Vermont. Like, you like shit on Vermont, but it's so backwards technology there. And just open fields and rolling green mountains.
You act like that's not how it is here.
It's not. It's shitty and dark and rainy, and we live right near Silicon Valley, Rich. It is not the same here.
We don't live near Silicon Valley, and it is not dark and rainy in the entire state. It's just where we live.
Oh, so we just have to move to whatever shiny, fucking non-cloudy part of this. Dude, it's awful here. I hate it here.
Oh, my God.
Andy, we will accept your application to join our compound.
Oh, okay.
So that's what we gotta do, dude. Just get all our friends together, and we all make decent money, and then just boom.
Yeah.
Compound.
I'm on board. I already have the area where I want to buy the land.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Is it here?
Yes. I'm not moving to Vermont. Fuck Vermont.
Why do you hate Vermont so much?
Is
it because the gay people?
No.
Why is it the worst state?
Because it is.
What did Vermont do to you, Rich?
Touch me.
Really?
No.
I lived there for 10 years.
It's okay. It's
beautiful.
There's nothing there. Like,
dude, there's so many mountains and hills and trails.
Crappy white mountain or green mountains.
Because there's no snow on the top.
The Cascades are fucking gorgeous. They got glaciers on top. Glaciers!
You can look
There's
at
glaciers!
So look at a photo you took of it, Rich. Jesus, you're just here for the vistas.
The vistas. Glaciers.
Don't give a shit about glaciers. Or this, I hate the Pacific. I hate where I am.
No, you don't.
It's not fun here.
You have not gone outside once.
It's cold. It's windy. It's rainy. Everyone's
in the cold, windy, rainy season. Yes.
Everyone is. I'm sorry. The cold, windy, rainy season that lasts 9 months out of the year.
There was no clouds outside today. It is
today,
beautiful.
Today.
It was like 65 and sunny and
I'm sorry.
Wonderful.
Where did your tarp for your grill end up?
In the neighbor's yard.
Okay.
It's called wind. They have wind in Vermont too. In fact,
it doesn't blow the power out every weekend in Vermont.
I bet it does, depending on where you live.
Oh my God.
Live out in Brattleboro.
Vermont, we had to worry about lightning strikes because if you didn't live in a valley, you were prone to getting lightning strikes. Everyone had antennas to like ground it.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's fine. I'll live here at a compound with you guys. Let's do it.
All right.
And then the government can come and like blast Metallica and bring tanks. And...
This isn't Idaho. It's Washington. This ain't no Ruby Ridge shit.
What was my other thing?
You have something about an asteroid coming by Earth, and I'm like confused because I haven't heard about this. Like,
it's just a run-of-the-mill asteroid. But my thing is, why is NASA saying it's giraffe size? Why do Americans use anything but the metric system to measure objects? It's the size of a washing machine. It's the size of a football field. It's the size of... Why a giraffe, dude? I don't know how big giraffes are. They're tall. They're skinny.
I've seen giraffes. You never seen a giraffe?
I've seen a giraffe, but I've never stood next to one to know how enormous it is.
Really?
And like,
oh, they're crazy.
Oh my God. Do you see what I'm getting at? It doesn't have the mass of a giraffe.
No.
It's just giraffe size. But so
it could float.
If I compacted that giraffe into a ball, would it be the same size as the asteroid? Or are they saying it's as tall as the giraffe is tall? Do you see my you can't use a giraffe as a unit of measurement. Am I wrong? Am I crazy?
I don't think you're crazy, but they're doing it.
I think they're doing it on purpose to mess with me.
Oh man. Okay, so let's see.
It's about 238,900 miles away. Okay, 16.4 feet across. See, I can envision that. Oh, it's between 7.2 and 16.4 feet across. I'm sorry, are there are giraffes 7 feet tall? I thought they're like 20 feet tall.
No.
Like a brontosaurus.
No.
I've never seen a giraffe in my life.
Are you kidding me?
I mean, I watch them get eaten by lions and shit on nature
Oh my
videos. I've never stood.
They are super tall, but
When was the last time you were in
like,
Africa?
They could look at a second floor building. There's some on the peninsula, less than 2 hours from here.
Well, they got sloths too. That's really weird.
Yeah.
There's like a sloth farm.
Yeah, that's right. On
It's
the way
really
off
weird.
the island, yeah.
I don't know. I just wanted to bitch about the
I don't-
giraffe.
But honestly, it says 17.
And then they got a
feet.
cute picture of a giraffe.
Yeah, I know.
Like,
So you say 17 feet, but and you could wrap your head around 17 feet and how big that is.
mhm.
What if they said 25 meters? Or
That's
no,
just
I guess
by-
it'd be like 5 meters or something.
Well, that's
10
just
meters.
my fault for being raised in America, where I can't envision meters.
Really?
Yeah.
So a meter is almost the same as a yard. There's a slight difference.
In a yard is 3 feet. That's so weird.
Yeah.
That's a weird unit to measure it.
Yeah.
I like meters because they're like exact.
All-
Everything's
yeah,
a power of
everything's
10.
even. Everything.
Everything's a power of 10.
That's what's great about the metric
But,
system.
so I don't know how many meters I am. Am I a meter?
The average person's probably like 2 meters. Like,
Okay.
you know.
That helps.
And then, so you figure a giraffe, 17 feet.
You see all this extra math you have to do, though?
Yeah, I know.
You can't just say it's the size of a giraffe. Okay? Where I'm like, is it
Well,
as tall
for
of
the
a giraffe? Is it the width of a
For the
giraffe?
population of giraffes,
Is it the mass of a
seeing
giraffe?
Humans,
Mm-hmm.
they'll get it.
I guess.
It's just for people like you. That have never seen a giraffe.
Giraffe's really big. That's gonna wipe out New York. Is that what it is? They're just trying to like clickbait, like dumb people.
Maybe.
I think we could handle a giraffe-sized asteroid.
They are big though. They are huge.
Yeah,
Like
not planet.
second story building. Like look in and eat your bed sheets type size. Like pretty big.
Eat your bed sheets.
I don't know. I was just.
Oh, okay.
I mean, if a giraffe is gonna sneak in your window, what is he gonna do? He's gonna eat something, right? Like he's probably looking for food, and maybe he didn't go in the kitchen. Maybe he went in your bedroom.
Yeah.
Bed sheets. But
So they're like the size of a moose, but they have a long neck.
correct.
Okay, if they said a moose, I could wrap my head around that.
Well, I think they were going for the height. 17 feet.
Well, that's where I'm like, is that what they're getting at?
Yes.
Look at that. Look, they're not that big. Look
It's
at
a
that.
baby giraffe.
Look at that.
It's a
They're
baby.
fucking tiny.
It's a baby. They still gotta come out of that little vagina.
Giraffe-oosie. Giraffe-oosie.
Oh my god.
Put some WD-40 on that door, bro. You're already interrupting. Go for it.
I love how they open the door right after we're talking about giraffe pussy.
No comment.
No comment.
The speed around 32,167 miles per hour. Nearly
So
18
are we
times.
in danger? That's what I need to know about the giraffe.
I don't think a giraffe-sized asteroid will do. I think that will burn up in the atmosphere.
You think?
Yes.
All right.
How big does it?
Andy said.
Oh my God! Put some WD-40 on that. Juicy.
Andy said giraffe vaginas and WD-40 DTS topics. Yes.
Would have to be to destroy New York. Generating
I'm pretty sure it doesn't have to be
Generating.
very big for one
a
city.
football field size asteroid. See,
It's not very big.
bigger than the giraffe.
Well, yeah.
You can put quite a few giraffes on a football field.
You could. You could.
That's
Next,
why
but if
do they
you
say
laid
football?
them down 17 feet, you're only going to get like 10 there. Like,
Oh my God! I don't like this animal math. Animal and football math. Why?
animal math.
Just give me. Just say like a quarter of a mile.
Oh my god.
Is that a football field?
I don't know. It's an acre.
See, I'm just doing more and more math and comparisons to figure shit out.
But we measure our football fields as an acre.
I don't like football.
We don't measure it in meters or.
We measure football fields in drafts. It's about 20 giraffes.
Oh yeah, that field, that's a 20 giraffe field. Hey Jay.
Yeah.
Jay.
I don't know.
Is here. Spread the word and bring you cheer.
You put 2 gaming things on there, so I
Did
made
I?
a gaming section for you.
Oh.
Well, one of them's just bitching about Nintendo, which we do pretty much
Well,
every episode
this
now.
is based on our last
But-
article about Nintendo
Yeah.
poo-pooing on people.
Which they do very often.
We need... This is from Nintendo Life. We now have...
Nintendo Life.
And I don't think Nintendo's said anything to Discord. Discord's just preemptively doing this. Deleting servers that revolve around emulation sharing. And I
bet you my Hackintosh server's still up and running.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I saw a comment that said comparing trading emulator software to owning a VCR. And Nintendo's kind of like trying to correct. Would you agree with that?
Yeah.
It doesn't... It's not breaking any of the copyright laws.
Right.
You still have to get the actual ROMs to play on it.
And
So
if
that's
you
like
go
owning
to
a
any
VCR.
ROM site, they all say you have to own this game.
Yeah.
You know?
For a legitimate backup.
Right.
And I'm like, that just like... Because I wasn't thinking like that until now. And I'm like, that makes perfect sense. This is like back when they were trying to halt the VCR or the tape recorder. Because they're like, no, people are going to make copies of our
Because
our stuff.
progress is only important when it gives money. Hey!
Money. Drizzle.
Where did he go? Oh, there he is.
Yeah.
Hey, bro.
What's
up? So, shouldn't it be treated like a VCR or a
Well,
tape recorder?
they're not going to treat it that way unless they get money from it. That's the problem with these companies. They just want the money. They don't care.
So
They don't care about
Do you saying
progress.
Nintendo should get in the emulator market?
This is where we talked about... Well, they already are. They sell the fucking subscription
Oh, yeah.
so that you can play the virtual fucking consoles.
that they drip feed you.
Ugh.
They're like, oh, we just released another 40-year-old game.
And then I'm like, I got a PC from
I have
1995
all the games
that
ever
can play
made.
every game ever made,
Yeah.
right? Like,
Nope, you got to wait and pay us
And pay
to not give you games on a regular basis.
this is like the Disney fault all over again. Like, you can't buy things until we say you can buy them.
Oh, yeah.
Like, if I have the money, take my fucking money, let me watch it, let me play it, whatever the case is.
That's why there should be one company, Rich, and you can just pay a subscription and you have all the things.
I'm not going to support this.
Monopoly!
I'm not going to support this.
Oh, my God, whatever.
It's never
dude.
going to happen.
And people are reporting that the Steam Deck, the Steam Deck runs Nintendo Switch emulator and runs the games faster and better quality with better frame rates than the fucking Steam Deck. Maybe if they
Well,
stop
that's 'cause
trying to sue people and put out a console
The
that
goddamn
wasn't.
console's, 10 years old
Yeah,
at this point?
and at that point it was based on 5-year-old technology.
Right.
So it's technically a 15-year-old
Oh
piece of hardware. Dude, nobody wants to game on that. Nobody wants to play your stripped down like
Well,
ass.
except Drizzle. Drizzle plays Mario Maker.
Well, all the Nintendo stuff runs great.
Yes.
Except for the new Zelda game.
Well,
That was kind of pushing it with the frame
why
rate.
did they release that before they released a new console?
I don't know.
That would have been a great
Money!
first console game. Like,
To me, it just looked like a DLC for
yeah.
Breath of the Wild.
kind
It
of.
didn't seem like it
I
was a
couldn't
new
even
game.
really get into it. I tried twice. I just, it's boring.
It was like more of the same.
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking because I got bored with Breath of the Wild.
I love Zelda. Don't get me wrong. I do. I love Zelda.
Checking to see if he's wearing his Zelda shirt. Nope.
I spent $80 on that game.
Jesus Christ.
Against,
See, I learned my,
against my better judgment.
learned my lesson. Why haven't you?
I don't know.
How many times you got to get burned, Rich?
I still have subscriptions, so who
Oh,
knows?
my God. Tune in next week to find out. So yeah, Nintendo was one. I just thought it was because we did the list of Nintendo crapped or shoot on their fans. What was it? The segment was like Nintendo? Fuck you. What?
This isn't gaming related, but they made a licking machine that simulates a tongue.
Is it a tongue on like a dowel?
Yeah. And it can tell them how many licks it actually takes to get to the center of a Tootsie Pop.
Statistically.
It's 364 is the number.
Is that dry licks? Is that just going
It's a simulated tongue. It's not.
Are they spraying moisture on the tongue?
I'm assuming there's
I need to know all these variables, Rich. I can't trust the data.
Need the damn thing.
364 licks. We had a self-lubricating tongue.
Self-lubricating. There you go.
Did it say that? I just made that
I
up.
thought you said.
No, I made that up. That's what I would expect.
Oh wait, that
though.
was just Purdue. University of Michigan said it took 411.
Why wouldn't you get like just real people to do this?
And this one said it depends on the flavor.
Are these real people?
These ones, they gathered 130 participants.
Okay, I trust that one.
Yeah.
That makes more sense.
Female subjects took more licks.
Go, 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 go.
That's weird. You would think it would take less.
Ladies take their time.
They do.
Um,
You gotta be dainty. I don't know. That was sexist. I'm sorry.
I know. What's wrong with you? Hashtag cancel Rich.
Andy says he's doing some gun cleaning.
Just make sure it's pointed away from your face while you're cleaning your gun, please. You know, I heard Andy has some knowledge about the inside on Boeing.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Is that what you heard?
I heard.
Oh, did you see that they're actually, like, going to try to look into Boeing now because of a whistleblower? Like,
I thought that maybe if that guy did off himself, he did it to draw attention.
you think somebody would do that?
Yeah, I don't know.
Do you think anybody these days cares about a cause?
That's like some movie
like that?
shit. Yeah, that's
like,
true. That's like some movie. I don't know. Yeah, if you weren't like demoralized in like a sociopath like us, I guess maybe you would feel that people are in danger and you're taking yourself out is going to draw attention and save thousands of lives.
I feel like my family's more important than some cause.
This guy was like 60, so what do you have going on?
Maybe his family hated him.
Maybe he found out he had cancer or something.
Oh, there you go.
I don't know. Maybe Boeing paid the mafia to shoot him 20 times in the back of the head.
Maybe.
Who knows? I don't know.
Or
the Boeing mafia.
or maybe that guy had information about Hillary Clinton on his hard drive.
God damn it. No, Boeing's the new joke. That's gone.
But
Now-
maybe Boeing's not the bad guy here. Maybe it's Hillary.
He Boeinged himself. That's the new term if somebody offs themselves.
So are we ever going to talk about Nintendo again on this show in a topic that doesn't involve them fucking over their fans? Ever?
Well, I might get bored talking
Because
about
I'm
it.
pretty sure we've been talking about that exact topic since like episode 1.
Yeah. Back like Mario Sky.
Pretty sure I had a big fuck Nintendo sign on my
We did.
thing
We
at
had
one point.
With the dick with the...
Yeah.
God, we were immature back then.
We were very immature.
You cunt. So, other news...
you have some gaming news still.
Fallout 4, a 15-year-old game. No, I don't know how when did Fallout 4 come out? Like 2014.
It came out when we started this.
Yeah, I was waiting to get it.
All like, oh my god, it's coming out.
2013, 2014. So it's been 10 years ish. Not had any updates.
Really?
Well, they had the updates when it was still new, but it's
No
basically
DLCs or anything.
Yeah, there's DLCs for it,
Oh.
but nothing recent is what I'm getting at, Rich.
Oh, okay.
God damn. Nothing in like the past 5 years, probably. And out of nowhere, they're like getting a major update. They're adding 4K support, high definition textures, ultra widescreen monitor support. I think a new quest.
Oh.
A new quest and
See,
some
that-
new assets and weapons.
Why don't games do that more often? Add a second quest.
Cause
Like,
fuck you, that's why.
That was the best thing, like the original Zelda. You beat it, guess what? You gotta play the game all over again.
They call that New Game Plus.
I love it.
I have games that do that. Dead Space does that. You beat the game, and
Yeah,
then
but
you
you
get
gotta
to do
beat the game first. And
Well, yeah, that's like how you unlock it.
fuck
but
that game.
You're talking like Dead Space?
I can't play games that make me redo things over and over and over and over and over and over again.
That sounds like a skill issue, Rich.
It is. So there's a show. That's what I'm getting from this. Because I didn't know there was a Fallout show coming.
Yeah, we watched the trailer.
No.
We did.
No.
We did.
No.
I'm pretty sure we did.
Was I drinking?
Chat, probably. Hey, chat. Did we watch the trailer for Fallout? The show? It's not out yet, but they've released the first episode to critics, and the people that are usually pretty critical about this stuff are saying it's pretty damn good.
Really?
Yes, pretty faithful to
Any comparisons to like the other video game media, like movie franchises and things?
Well, they said if you liked Fallout 4, you're definitely going to like
the show?
The first episode of the show.
All right.
So
it's staying true to the game, at least.
Well, staying true to Fallout 4.
Well. Yeah.
Which isn't considered one of the best Fallouts.
No?
No. That would be New Vegas.
Okay.
Which I played a billion. That's a game you could play over and over again.
Do you remember Duke Nukem 3D?
You know, that's a game you would like. I keep trying to tell you to play.
I know.
Fallout. You play it through, okay?
I know.
And you can go through and play a completely different way. You can go through and play an asshole who kills everyone. Then you can go back and play through as like a peaceful person that like solves everyone's problems. And you can change your skills and stuff. There's so many different things you can do in that game.
Yeah. And I like those kind of games. So maybe I will finally try it.
Does Andy say that Jesus himself watched the trailer? Or does he say Jesus, watched the trailer and it was pretty good?
No, because he said it was good. So he's talking about Jesus.
Oh, okay. I just read the first sentence. I was like, what?
You got to read the whole thing.
I'm having
That's how you pick up context.
You seem to move this TV further and further back every episode, so I'm really having trouble.
No, it's in the same place it was last week, but it is way further than it used to be.
So,
but we can see our whole studio now.
Yay!
So excited.
I love it. What was I saying? Oh, so yeah, it's basically a promo thing.
Okay.
So we don't know what the quality of that it's going to be. The Brotherhood, the mission that it comes with is a Brotherhood of Steel mission, which if you know Fallout, you'll know what that means.
I don't.
It includes new weapons and some clothing, armor, new power armor, some guns. That's all I've heard.
Okay.
So, I'm definitely going to be playing that. I got to turn off my...
Did I talk last week about how I stopped playing Pacific Drive?
Yeah, I don't know if you told me personally or you mentioned it on the show. You did
well,
tell
if
me.
I didn't mention it on the show, I am mentioning it now. I have not played it in 2 weeks.
Why, Rich?
It's another one of those games where, like, you lose everything and have to start over. And I cannot play games like that. Like
FTL was like that. We played the crap out of that.
Yeah, and I would get pissed for the same reason.
Okay, but we still played the
You're
crap
right.
out
Yes,
of it.
we did. But that was because we were playing together and it was fun.
I get so mad when I fucking die in that game.
I know.
You get to the last fucking stage and you get to the boss, you beat him twice,
you
and the
feel
third
like-
time he kicks your ass.
Like, I want a game where, like, around every corner there's something new. I don't want to have to do the same fucking thing 30,000 times.
Are you doing the same thing over and over because you're dying?
Sometimes.
Or
But
is it
sometimes
just a repetitive game.
Sometimes you just have to come back to the base and fix your car and like, but you have to come back like. It's a driving game. It's driving on the Olympic Peninsula in Washington State. You're literally driving on the highway to each waypoint.
What's the consensus on that game?
I don't know. I haven't looked.
Look on the Steam page. I'm curious if other people are bitching about it.
I'm curious.
Is this another one of those? Is this one of those games where they're gonna like fix stuff as it goes?
I don't know. I don't think there's anything wrong with it. I think it's just a boring game. Like
positive, 7,000.
Yeah, it's overwhelmingly positive, of course.
See what the go to the reviews and then filter by negative. That's what I do.
So
I only want the negative.
Right.
On the right.
On the right.
Bitching about the camera? That's a no for me, dog. Feels like a walking sim.
Yeah. Yeah.
You doing a lot of walking in your driving game?
No. But there's a lot of driving.
Feels like a driving sim.
And you literally have to like duct tape your car together. Like it's like us hanging out back in the day with my Grand Fury.
I've already lived that. I don't want to play that in a game.
Yeah, exactly. Like it's like it's a good game, and I could see myself liking it if I could get past the repetitiveness. I can't do games with repetitiveness. Like it's just too much. Like I get frustrated and I'm sick of doing the same thing, and I feel like I'm wasting my life at my computer.
I don't think I've ever heard you be negative about a game or product or movie or show or anything.
Really?
Yeah, that's usually my department.
Well, I mean, I do try my best to like things on their merits. And I try to ignore the negatives. But there's sometimes you just can't. Like, there's certain things that just bug you. And one of those for me is when I play a game, I want to enjoy it. I want to be entertained and immersed. And I want to feel like I'm not wasting time that I could be spent out in the wonderful nature. And
you need to play a Fallout game.
And I will. But this game does not do that because it's so repetitive. I feel like I should be outside getting some fresh air or something. Like, I feel like I should be walking the dog.
Doing anything else but playing the game?
Anything, yeah.
Wow. Yeah. How much you spend on that?
$20.
Yeah, that's...
Yeah. I mean, it's not like it was an $80 game, and I'm...
How much time did you get into the game?
I mean, we played it for a couple of weeks, pretty much every night, and I made it to, like, the third town.
Yeah.
And, I mean, I did do some stuff with it, and it's just, I don't know.
That's how I feel about Starfield. It's just so boring and uninspired.
I was so excited for Starfield. I'm so mad that I can't play it.
It's just boiled down to fetch missions and stuff. It's
Andy said Starfield.
Starfield. Yeah. I told you to try the PC version.
Yeah, and
you have Game Pass. It's free.
Even on the PC? Really?
Remember I told you I refunded mine and I said I'll just keep checking on Game Pass until it gets better.
I may try it on the PC.
Well, there you go. Get that 60 frames going, Rich. That's if you can get 60 frames. I sent you that thing in chat saying that apparently it's like scientifically.
Oh yeah. Some people can actually see the better frame rates.
People can't detect frame rates apparently, and I guess that explains you, Rich.
Yeah. See?
Rich like, I don't see a goddamn difference between 60 and 20 frames a second.
Yeah. I was really, truly, truly excited for Starfield though, and I was really sad that it made me sick. Like, and I've only had that happen a couple of times with video games.
Go play Fallout.
But the one that really made me really sick was the N64. If you play it, you know how I have my living room set up with my swivel TV? If you swivel it down and you sit on that big beanbag thing right under the TV and you play N64, you'll get motion sick. Guaranteed.
Wow.
It's like the worst motion
Have you tried
sickness
playing
I've ever gotten.
with like the game mode on your TV?
I did, after you pointed it out.
Oh, okay. Because, that can cause delays and nausea and stuff.
Yeah, but I can't see it, so that's probably the issue. Like, I don't realize that I'm seeing something weird until it makes me sick. I don't know. Whatever the case, I can't play it on my.
You want a good space
Xbox.
Game? Kind of like.
I'm just gonna play
Starfield?
FTL again. Fuck it.
I just recently re-downloaded The Outer Worlds, which is made by Obsidian, who made Fallout New Vegas, which is the best Fallout game. They made this other space game that's not related to Bethesda or Fallout. It's just a standalone space game. It's pretty fun. I've been playing that. It's pretty short. It's nowhere near as good as New Vegas was in terms of like world and like choices and stuff, but I still think it's pretty.
I think I'm gonna go back and play some more 8-bit games like from back in the day, like old PC games. I think I could get into Space Quest again.
Space Quest.
That was fun.
I'm still playing Freelancer from 2009.
Yeah. There is another game I'm gonna buy though. Probably later this month.
Yeah.
I heard about it through a comment in a Facebook post.
Virgin Sex Simulator on Steam.
On a podcast that I watch.
Hentai MILF.
So there's this podcast that I listen to that's about this guy that works in a fire tower. Lookout
Firewatch?
tower. Yeah.
Tower.
Well, the game is called Firewatch, but
Oh,
they're
yeah,
not.
there
They're
you
not
go.
related.
Yeah, that'd be a game for you, Rich. Just wandering around aimlessly in the woods. I think you enjoy that. I'm being serious.
I know. But the game is very similar in storyline, and it turns out the guy who created it listens to the show, and so it's. So I'm interested in it because I like the show. So
Yeah, I think that would. I think you like that game.
yeah, it's
Pretty it's one of those immersion simulators where there's like no HUD and you have to
Yeah.
use an actual paper map in the game and
yeah.
like
This is it right here.
yeah.
Yeah.
This was big when it first came out. What year did it come out?
Oh shit, I don't know.
I want to say like 10 years ago or something like that.
2016.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
8 years ago. This got huge ratings. Everyone was like, ooh. But I watched the gameplay. I'm like, this looks so boring.
Really?
Just walking. I'm not a outdoorsy person, Rich. I don't just like walking around the woods. Blech. I want to be in cramped corridors on spaceships.
This right here
Mm-hmm.
looks like one of the places I visited in Pacific Drive. That's weird. Except
Well,
there
where does
it
this
was,
take place?
it was all destroyed. This is in Wyoming,
Ah.
and Pacific Drive is in Washington. Two different W's. Oh, is it, Andy? That's another good recommendation.
There you go.
All right, I guess I am going to buy it.
All right. Just fuck all of Jay's suggestions that he made through the episode. He's like, you know what? Fuck you, Jay. I'm just going to buy this game here that Andy suggested. Okay, fine. I've only been told you get Fallout for like
You suggested
years.
it too, first off. And second off, I'm pretty sure I already have Fallout. I'm pretty sure I bought it with the intention of paying.
Oh, you bought
playing
the original Fallout.
all of them.
I just want you to play the 3D one. You know, I'm sure you get a kick out of the isometric top down, whatever the hell it is.
Yeah.
But
I actually tried playing the original. I didn't like it.
I didn't either. I couldn't get past the turn-based everything.
Yeah.
Everything is turn-based in it.
Everything.
Oh my god. But Fallout 3, I just picked it up. I didn't know about it. We were just at GameStop, and
Well, maybe that's
the
where I'll
cover
start.
looked interesting, and I was like, I'm gonna check this out. Didn't put it down for 4 days. I just played straight through.
Andy, I'll if you like the story from the game, check out the podcast Tower 4. However,
They're very racist.
the production company that makes it makes a couple of different ones that I love. They're really, really, really captivating stories, but they are fucking terrible at releasing. Like literally,
You've talked about these guys.
I have been waiting since June 13th of last year for one of them to release a new episode. It's been almost an entire fucking year.
I know. Can't you guys be cool like us and release every week on time
Right? Well, no, he
without
actually,
months-long gaps?
to write a storyline that's that good, I think it's worth the wait.
I also said, do you
But-
subscribe to their Patreon? Do you support them monetarily?
I have, but I don't right now
Okay.
because it's another subscription and it annoys me.
At least you're like supporting
I know.
a creator.
I
You're
know.
not just feeding some faceless company endless amounts of money and getting shit in return. Although if I was subscribed to their Patreon and they weren't putting out,
But definitely, Andy, check out the podcast if you like the story because it is fucking awesome.
yeah, and everyone check out Fallout. You know, whenever
Whenever
after you've checked all the other games in the world.
to it, no big deal.
I'll just shut up about it. I'm not gonna suggest it anymore.
You've been talking about it since like 2013.
I know.
Well, I don't have any other topics here, Jay.
Nope, me neither. So I guess you know what that means.
I think it means
Go fuck yourself, Rich.
Whoa. Maybe our next episode should be Subscription Dystopia Part 3, and it's just us advertising our new subscription
But we
service.
won't release the episode unless you pay for it.
Right.
I like it.
It's just going to be an ad for our show
Us talking about our
for
show.
$9.99 a month.
Harris, remember when we talked about that thing? That was pretty cool. You won't know unless you pay us money.
You can't beat them, join them, right?
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, hey, go fuck yourself.
Okay. I already said it.